Going?
I think
We are live.
We're live. 3 seconds in.
We did it.
Yeah.
So what's up, everybody? No.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Good. Glad to hear it.
We got some jamokes in the house.
There are some jamokes.
Yep. We were saying hi in the pre-chat. The pre-pre.
Yep.
The pre-pre. And we just got a couple more people in here. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Appreciate it.
Should we do some shout-outs?
We should do some shout-outs.
We got Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
Uh-huh. We got Jason from the Mash and Drum.
What's up, Jason?
We got the Bourbon Buddies. Who are those assholes?
Those jamokes are in there.
Yeah. We got Trev Wilson in the house.
Trev, what's up, buddy?
Sexy man. It's just it's too much. Too sexy for his shirt.
Yeah, he is.
We also got Stanley.
Stanley's here.
What's going on, buddy? And we got a little bit of Hendo action.
Nice. What's up, Will?
He's ready. He's absolutely
ready.
He's all geared up. Oh, we got a little Dusty Dan action in the house.
What's up, Dusty? Not gonna call you Dan.
Hopefully he's Dusty right now. Yeah. And then we got Jason Coates.
What's up, Jason?
Brother from another mother right there.
Nice.
And Guy Davis, of course.
Nice, the legend.
What would be the live stream without Guy Davis?
That's right. We appreciate it, Guy.
All right.
I just look forward to him showing up. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yes, hit that thumbs up button. Maybe we can remind people throughout.
Yeah.
Hit the thumbs up. Hit it.
Every time we do this.
Yeah. It'll be just all connected.
Yep.
All
I'll
right.
set my timer for every 5 minutes we go.
Oh, yeah. You got to go timer.
And we'll give you the time and the weather.
We'll do a little weather update.
Yep, weather update. So,
yeah.
All right, buddy. So, what are we up to now? What do you want to get into first?
Well, we got a couple things on tap. So, the first thing is we've been sitting on these samples forever. So, these samples are from Ozzy from Bottled and Bond. Awesome channel. I don't think he's in the chat, but
just knocked him down a peg.
Just knocked him. He didn't know that. I didn't tell him that we were doing, whipping these out. It was kind of just like, what, let's get these. Let's do them. So,
do you want to wait a little bit in case he shows up? He could be fast and be late.
We could, but then again,
screw him.
Sorry, Oz. Maybe we just have to hit into these. So, buddy, let's just do it.
Let's do it. We're doing it.
All right. So we got a couple cool things. He sent us. This one is Angel's Envy Rye.
I don't think I've ever had it. I know you had it once. And
yes.
You spoke highly of it.
Yeah, Angel's Envy Rye. He also sent us. I think this is Bare Knuckle Single Barrel Straight Bourbon Whiskey, cast strength, 124.8 proof. I think he was saying these guys are out of Virginia.
Okay.
Oh, I could be very wrong on that.
If anybody knows, or Googles it.
I think it's the KO Distillery. Virginia, I'm in.
All right, never mind. I'll
KO Distilling. He also gave us another single barrel, but this is their straight rye 90 proof from KO Distilling out of Virginia.
Very nice, very nice.
And he gave us, I think this is the Breckenridge, which I've been wanting to try.
I've been seeing that bottle on the shelf for years, and I'm like, I don't know. And then I end up seeing something else and something shiny, and I run towards that. But I've seen it. I've never had, and I haven't heard anybody who had. So maybe that's kind of why.
Yeah,
I've been steering. I don't say steering clear, but hesitant to pull the trigger on that.
I'm excited about this one. This is Distiller's High Proof Blend, 105 proof. So that could be very interesting on this one.
Well, we appreciate all that high proof stuff too. Yeah. So
Ozzy is the man.
Yeah, Ozzy hooked us up.
Well, we got a rye, we got a cast strength bourbon, we have a finished rye, and we also got the high proof blend, 105 proof from Breckenridge. Where do we go from here? Because do you go, if you start with a rye first, what happens? Does it taint your palate?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'd say start by hitting that thumbs up button.
You did say every 5 minutes. You're a little early though, buddy.
Man, that's a good question. I know what I'm inclined to do, but
you always want to go high proof.
High proof bourbon right off the bat.
How about we start? Maybe we could start with maybe that Angel's End. That's the rye. How about maybe that Breckenridge?
That's a good place to start.
105 proof, right?
Yeah, we should be all right with that.
You already got a compliment on that shirt, buddy.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and Dusty Dan. I don't know if you saw it. He challenged us, buddy.
When was this?
It was like he did a
Okay, I've been
video.
off the radar for like a good 2 weeks.
I didn't.
I've
Yeah,
been working my tail off. So
it wasn't that. I think Dusty. It was
so
like
whenever that was,
what,
I missed it.
2 days ago, 3 days ago. I think it was. So it wasn't all long ago.
All right. Well, still I've been hammering. So
Yeah, he just been hammered like
literally.
and it's for I guess it's 5 whiskeys, the only 5 whiskeys that you need on your shelf, pretty much. And it's
I'll just
I think
go to my
it's-
house, look at the only 5 that are there. No, it's kidding. I got more than that.
I think it comes from.
But I
like
tell you,
another-
if it's like what I have on hand now, that would
Yeah.
be easy. But to say only 5, that's tough.
I know
That's tough because I can overthink that.
and there's
in a hurry.
categories too, almost like another challenge we did. So it's
Okay.
like we got to kind of get in there and just get all nasty.
All right, we can do that.
What's up there, Chris Beaton?
What's up, buddy?
My dude. And we got Jay from Bourbon the Baby.
Hey, what's up, Jay? It's been a while.
Make sure that you definitely subscribe to Jay because, oh man, he is awesome.
He's a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
He really is.
And get Dusty in there too. If you haven't subscribed to Dusty Dan,
Yep. Another great guy.
awesome palate. All right, so if you're just joining us, we have Breckenridge from Colorado, and we got their Distiller's High Proof Blend, which sits about 105 proof. This is from Ozzy from Bottle and Bond. Another shout out. Please go subscribe to Ozzy if you have not subscribed already. He
Absolutely.
is at Bottled and Bond channel.
Which is a great name.
He's like the best. name.
That was sneaky getting that ahead of time, getting before anybody else.
Oh, I know, right?
That was
He's
slick. Not giving
very
him credit.
slick. This is a cool way to do some.
I really
samples,
like the
right?
sample bottles.
It's our little test tubes.
I guess you get a good amount in there, so
Well,
we
we got a lot.
appreciate that. You
We-
don't have. It's fine. It's not perfect.
We're good. Yeah. And we don't have to, we can put these off to the side a little bit. We don't have to drink the whole thing.
I plan on if I like it, I plan on drinking. I made sure I didn't have any whiskey yesterday,
No.
just
So
so
you're-
I'd be ready for this. Yep.
Your stomach is ready.
Yep. I usually have a little nip, like after dinner, before bed, kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just like a
A
little,
little
nightcap.
nightcap. Yep.
Mhm. Well, happy Thirsty Thursday to everybody.
Yeah, it's the perfect day to do this.
I know. It's like right towards the end of the work week if you don't work weekends. Ah, this damn tape is stuck on my effing finger.
This will keep him busy a while.
Like a cat. It got lost and confused about string. Well, cheers.
Cheers. And cheers to everyone out there. Hey, if you got any Breckenridge, now's the time to
Pop it.
pop it now.
Mm-hmm. Get an old little minty nose. Very minty.
Little minty. I'm almost getting like the sensation I'm getting is almost like peppermint oil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting like a peppermint oil kind of thing. And I like peppermint oil, by the way.
I always rub that on my chest. I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's like natural Vicks.
it
And
is.
if you put it on like real concentrated, it freaking burns.
Yeah.
It'll tear you up.
Double.
Wait, I got a
Bubble.
shoulder to put a little on here.
Yeah, it's like double bubble with mint.
But I'm getting like almost like I want to say almost like a cherry note underneath that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we don't know where his bottle was at.
Yeah, he might be storing it under in his bed, sleeping with it.
Could be all.
Has his scent all over it.
Smells like a dryer sheet.
Christopher David, what's going on, man?
How you doing, buddy?
If you're just joining us, Christopher David, Breckenridge. This is the high proof blend.
Now, see,
Distiller's
I've never
high
seen
proof
the
and
high
1
proof.
to 5
I've only
proof.
ever seen
Yeah, just like a 90
like a
proofer
90
or something.
proofer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a actually cool nose, minty, little fruity,
Yeah, I'm definitely getting some fruit with a little like vanilla and maybe like a touch of brown sugar.
almost like a mint gum. Should we dig in?
What happens if it's just mint julep and he tricked us?
It's like that
damn it.
son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Well,
let's dig in, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Definitely,
Oh, hello.
definitely different than I was perceiving off the nose. Man, almost getting like white chocolate.
I was literally just about to say
Were
that.
you really?
We're on the same page.
We're back, buddy.
Same page problems, buddy. Yeah, chocolatey, minty, fruity. The nose is a teeny bit different than the palate.
Yeah, it leads you. It surprises you a little bit.
Finish, not crazy complex, not all over the place. It's starting to kind of dissipate.
I'm almost getting like a
that chocolate.
oh, what was that? It's a very hint, but it reminds me. You know that when you get that little taste, it like takes you somewhere, or that smell
Oh yeah,
takes you somewhere. Grape Hubba Bubba on the finish. Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, because the
I
bubble
don't,
gum.
I don't remember the last time we high fived, buddy.
Buddy, it's been a long time. Feels good to touch your hand on my hand. Yeah. I'll tell you what.
It's like after the finish lingers.
I'll take one more sip here.
Yeah, take a sip, buddy. Don't be bashful. Hey, we're drinking on Ozzy. We can drink as much as we want.
I'll tell you what. I don't know anything about Breckenridge. Like, I don't know
No, either do I.
where, are they distilling there? Is it their own? Because it's actually
It's getting good.
It's getting a little bit peppery now in the finish.
See, I'm not getting pepper.
Not getting the pepper?
We're back off page, buddy.
Getting the cracked black pepper. Like, some dude walks over to the restaurant and like up
you
your
want pepper
table.
on your soup?
Yeah, you want pepper? I'd be like, yes, please. And then he keeps going. He's like, I don't tell him to stop. Yeah. There he is. He's here.
Oh God, I just got a whip up my nose.
Cleared you out. Ozzy, we are cracking open your samples, my man, and we are on the Breckenridge. Do you know any information about this? Because it's the distiller's high proof blend, 105 proof. Are they distilling there in Colorado? Are they sourcing? I actually don't know much about Breckenridge, to be honest.
That went up my nose and I feel it behind my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just. Anyhow, moving on.
Dusty agrees with me. Pepper now. Nailed the
Screw you guys.
All right, so I'm really actually that Breckenridge is very interesting. I'm like digging that.
Yeah, I would purchase that.
I would too. I really would, man. I'm interested because I always kind of wanted to try it. I've seen it, but I never heard anybody talk about it. Never seen any reviews. Never. Yeah, maybe Ozzy did, and I missed it. It just kind of like falls off the radar. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
They're still there and claim they use the snow for water. What?
I hope it's not yellow snow.
I got that little hint of
dog urine in it.
Dog urine in it. No, never. Tim, cheers.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Good to see you, man.
Man, that did open me up, though.
Yeah, I'm
like, whoa, my nose is like running.
Yeah, you like sniffed it.
I
You
was
were
like, whoa. Felt something like moving around behind my eyes.
There's been no subtle whisperings of MGP from them, by the way. That's what Ozzy's saying. So cool. I'm digging.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. The snow melts. Maybe they're, that's how they're getting off like a natural spring, which would make total sense, right?
You bet your ass it does. You get that nice. I'm
liking it because I'm continuing to drink it, so I'm probably gonna get my paws on that sooner or later.
We got to get some serious paws all over it. Just dive.
So, what are you thinking of next?
I'm thinking maybe going with. You want to go with the Angel's Envy?
Yeah, sure.
Or what do you?
I mean, you're suggesting it, so therefore I'm going to go along with it because I'm.
You did ask me.
Agreeable. So yeah, I'm fine with that.
Here, buddy, pick which one.
Yeah, let me reach over there and look around.
Yeah, I mean, either or, buddy. You pick this one.
Let's do the straight rye first.
I'm liking it. So we're gonna
just because it's a lower proof and we're not jumping into a finished rye and then coming back to a regular rye. That way we can kind of maybe pick up on the finishing a little bit more, if you will.
Dude, I like the way you're thinking. So we're opening up the KO Distilling product from Virginia, and this is their bare knuckle single barrel straight rye whiskey.
Now I've seen that in our store.
Really?
Bare knuckle.
What
yep. I'll be honest.
Holding out.
No, I didn't buy it. I'm just I Okay, this is probably marketing,
Mhm.
but I'm a little hesitant with gimmicky things. Bare knuckle. To me, it's a little gimmicky. Not to say that it's not good, but that always makes me hesitate. Is it just a whiskey and they're kind of coming up with a creative name just to move this stuff? And like that, I mean, that's just how I think. I don't know. Like, I'm not like someone to hop on like trendy things or things that are like have to be cool, or
You're not a hipster.
I'm not a hipster.
Not a hipster.
But who knows? I could be missing out. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you never know. I mean,
It was probably that marketing class in college. It just messed me up.
just messed you all up. I mean, Ozzy was saying that he was really digging the KO stuff, and I was.
That's interesting because I've seen it.
Yeah, you know, this is gonna be definitely interesting because if it's sometimes I heard people say if they don't like their bourbon offering somewhere, they usually like the rye. Like it's like one of those opposites. It's like if you like this,
Well,
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ozzy's kind of agreeing with you on that one with the marketing part. Ozzy, do you know much about this rye? Like what are some of the, other than it being 90 proof, are they distilling it in Virginia there? If you know, type it, send it, tell us. Please tell us. Yes, please. Let's go into the.
All right, let's get on it.
Oh, that's a rye.
Yeah, it's definitely a rye.
Some dill sprigs all up in that bitch. Oh, there's some dill. It's herbal.
Yeah, it is.
It's like an herbal tea.
Yeah, almost like when you get herbal tea, but like not even before you steep it, you just have like the smell of the bag.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like when you open, if you have like the loose leaf tea,
it's tea bag your nose. It's tea bag.
Wheels are falling off the cart.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Ozzy got back to us here. So yep, everything's distilled and aged in Virginia.
Cool.
Ozzy, do you know the age on this single barrel rye, by the way? If you do, that would be even cooler.
Yeah.
Ozzy's like Google right now.
Yeah.
We're like voicing, oh yeah. All right.
I'm gonna start doing that at home instead of hey Google. It's hey Oz.
Hey Ozzy. All right, let's see what we got in this. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody else too.
Wow. That's a whole nother animal we're dealing with there.
Hello.
So I get a real herby note on the finish.
Yeah, the herbs.
It's almost like grassy.
Yeah. Whoa. You're right. It just hit me now with the
Almost like
grassy notes.
wheatgrass.
You're right. Wonder what their mash bill is on this with this rye.
Probably 5% wheatgrass.
It could be
95% rye, 5% wheatgrass.
just a wheatgrass. Just throw.
Yeah, I'm really on the finish. It's almost giving me like a grassy chlorophyll kind of thing going on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever had like straight chlorophyll.
Oh,
Where you get like the concentrate drink or whatever from like a health food store. You're supposed to do like a shot of that a day. It like helps clean your body out.
Just get in
all the nooks and crannies. And it is. It's
dude, you're right. But you're right. I mean,
Dusty, I'm calling you Dusty from now on. He said earthy notes. It really is. It's got like, in wine, we'd almost call it forest floor, right? Is that what they call it?
I thought you said forest. Forest floor. I was like, what the hell is a forest? But you're right though. Forest. Yeah.
Forest floor.
Forest. God, I can't talk tonight.
That's right.
Forest floor.
You're getting like a little grassy note off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost cooling. On the front of the palate, it's almost like mineral, like I'm getting like almost like a mineral water.
I can see that.
I don't want to say cool, but like smooth taste off of it. It doesn't have a ton of rye. It doesn't really have a ton of rye spice or overly flavorful of rye.
This is almost like a blend. If you like Michter's straight rye, this is a little bit more pronounced rye than Michter's straight rye, single barrel. But this, he's kind of along those lines. So I'm gonna assume that this is kind of like a lower rye mash bill.
Right.
So it's not like Pennsylvania style rye where
It's like
literally all rye.
Yeah.
Okay, so he got us a little bit. 100% rye mash bill? What?
I would not buy that. There's got to be a little pinch of wheatgrass.
No way. No way, Ozzy. Are you kidding me? 100% rye in this.
I'm shocked because it doesn't have a lot of rye notes at all. But there again, I mean, it's
100% rye.
That's one of those things where you can never. There's no absolutes.
No.
You know, and it's like, oh, I don't like rye. Well, you might like this one because it's not really rye forward in flavor. I mean, obviously it's rye.
You could tell it's a rye, but it's not killing you with
no,
like.
I would have.
I mean, if you're sensitive to rye, though, if like you don't like any rye, you're not going to like that.
If rye is a trigger for you, you're not going to like it.
Yeah, if
like,
it's a trigger.
Oh, God, rye.
It's age 46 months, so it's not. And he said it's smaller barrels. I think he was saying up there. That's what Ozzy's saying. Yeah.
I mean, there again, I'm not getting. Man, that's like a total curveball.
Yeah,
I would have never guessed if somebody had any blindness and said, oh, that's a rye. How much rye? I mean, I would have been like, 55.
Yeah,
tops, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. If you ever get your hands on some of that rye, that'd be kind of an interesting thing to look into. That's cool, man. That's cool. I always like trying.
That's interesting
like that.
Because to say it's 100% rye, I'd like to know.
That threw us off.
Man, that's like,
wow,
that's messing my head up right now. I'm like,
I know. I mean, I could tell obviously like on the nose.
You can tell it's a rye.
Yeah,
I mean, but it's like it's not like we've had some ryes that were like
yeah,
really strong.
Yeah.
This is pretty. I would say, is it mellowed in any way, or I don't know.
He didn't say.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Interesting. But that herbal note is hanging on.
It is.
It's almost like green tea right now.
Yeah, all the way. You're right. It's like if you sip that green tea and then you let it sit for, you know how you get that like those tannins that kind of pull in your mouth,
kind of grassy green tea note in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jesus, you spill all this shit everywhere. I'll just start licking it up off the table.
All right, so I'm keeping mine in order.
Yeah. Last night, Scott from My Bourbon Journey and Jason went live. I guess Scotty was over there in Jason's whiskey room. I wasn't able.
Was touching stuff, wasn't he? He just
he's touching everything. I heard it was a night.
Like, don't touch that! Don't touch that!
Stop it, Scott!
It's like a little kid. You have to yell at. Keeps touching everything.
That's me. I just touch everything. Just like feel it, just to see what it feels like. Yeah, that was me.
That was you as a kid.
Yeah, just like touching stuff I shouldn't have been. Yeah. I won't go into details.
We'd appreciate that,
buddy. Should we do?
All right, so let's do a.
Do we end with the rye? The finished rye?
No.
Got it.
I think we go right to that. Now we're gonna kind of do an Angel's Envy finished rye and kind of like battle up two ryes a little bit, or at least do them back to back so we can.
I like it, buddy.
I don't want to mix a bourbon in there and mess up the whole thing.
You don't get all mixy.
Interesting though.
So we're popping Angel's Envy.
I've never had
finished rye. Yeah, this is the finished rye, 100 proof. I've had it once, and it was at a bar, and I was in New York,
and he raves about it. You said it was great.
No, dude, it was the complete opposite. I think the bartender, he put it in just like a whatever glass. That's what I always call them, a whatever glass.
Oh, like a rocks glass or something.
Yeah, but it was like he gave me a boatload, right? He was just like, oh. So I tried it. It was like, oh my god! It was like I was drinking pickles. So I don't know if he like mixed something in there by accident.
It was like a pickle jar.
He poured it in a jigger and then dumped it. So I don't know if he had something in the jigger. You gotta watch your bartenders sometimes. They're very.
I always wonder that when I go like out and I'll try something that like I don't normally have just to change it up. And sometimes it's like, I'm gonna try a scotch or something like that. And let's say you pick a scotch you've never had, and how do you know you're actually getting what you asked for?
I don't know.
Like if you know what I mean, you want a certain one and you've never had it, they could be pouring you some cheap stuff and just be like, this freaking doers, just you're like,
better not.
It's like, how do you know?
I'll go over to the bar and be like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
How dare you give me doers, you bastard.
Yeah, but if you're sitting at a table having dinner, you're like, how do you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I'd
why
like
we
to-
drink all this whiskey bite so we can tell
That's
when
what
we
you
get
tell.
it. We're like, poof,
We've
take
been
this
had.
back. Yeah. So Ozzy's saying this is a very way different rye. So coming off the heels of the KO or the bare knuckle one. So we'll see what we got. Patrick Fulmer's in the house.
Patrick.
We were waiting for you, Patrick. It took you so long, bro. No. You can come in here whenever you want, Patrick.
Come and
at
go
any
as you
time.
please, sir.
Yes. And we got Jeffrey Rollins. So Jeffrey's asking us, is Angel's Envy rye? I'm assuming that's the rye that he's asking about.
I've been waiting to try that Angels.
Is it
worth
worth
$80?
Yeah, so the Angel's Envy rye I've seen for even $100. So that'd be interesting to kind of see if what we think of it, and kind of give you guys some
financial advice. All right, here we go.
Now is this is finished in
I was gonna say
rum? Is it rum, I think?
I don't know.
I
I feel like I should know this, and I do know it.
Yeah, I believe this is finished in rum.
Because
I'm pretty sure.
We didn't really do anything for this. We didn't really do any prep.
I prepped down here.
Freaking winging it. Yeah, we prep live.
Very, 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 very pronounced nose.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm getting whatever it's finished, whatever the finish is. It's
rum casks. Because I'm smelling the rum like crazy.
See, and I like this is giving me some hope because I really like rum finish stuff.
Agreed.
Like my favorite Scotch is rum finish. It's Balvenie Caribbean cask.
Oh yeah,
I love that stuff.
Plus Teeling, that small batch is finished in rum.
Yeah,
cask,
I like the whole idea of.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's really cutting through.
Yeah, the rum's there. I mean, and the rye's peeking. It's like the rye's kind of taking the covers and just peeking out over top of the covers and being like, "Yo, I'm here."
Buddy, better take a sip. I just did.
You bet. You son.
Always about jumping the gun, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely like a lot of like like some of that like dark molasses kind of on there. Let me.
Okay, I'm not gonna give my opinion. I almost did.
Jesus, it's molasses.
Holy shit! It's like
it's a molasses bomb.
I would say shoe fly pie. Now
Oh,
I know that's
yeah.
like a thing for us in our area because of all the Moravian that we have around here. The Moravians. That's like a Moravian thing. So depending where you are, you might have some of that around or have had it. I know it's very much like a. Is that a Moravian thing or Dutch thing? I'm thinking a Moravian sugar cake.
Yeah, it's a Pennsylvania Dutch.
It's a Dutch thing. See?
Yeah, it's a Dutch thing.
I'm talking again and getting my facts mixed up.
You keep calling you son of a bitch. I don't know what's happening.
I texted him that, so that could be why.
That could be.
But yeah, I'm getting just like molasses, like
for days. I can see the brown sugar notes that Dusty Dan's talking about.
Oh,
like
totally.
Dark brown sugar. And now going back on the nose, it's almost like vanilla extract has been, stabbed into my like nostrils, into my brain. That's what I'm feeling right now.
That's a good rye. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. If you want something that's kind of different, that's really going to stand out in any kind of blind that you're doing, or if you're just kind of doing a tasting, you're having some people over, it's a nice looking bottle too.
They do. They got that marketing down.
Yeah.
It's a sexy bottle.
It's gonna be like, whoa, holy moly, that's just like,
well,
explodes. This
could be one of those things too. Dare I say, somebody who's more of a Scotch drinker might like this. This is
agreed. Yeah, totally agreed.
This is all along that kind of like transition over to something different,
Nice proof point, 100 proof. This sips very easy. You're not getting like a huge alcohol spike.
Not at all.
It's just kind of,
it hangs on too, and like that sweetness, just like,
I'm just
it's good. Now back to the topic: is it worth $80?
I mean,
I don't know.
Depends on what your palate is, but if you're like used to Angel's Envy, just regular Angel's Envy, like their $50 option, I think this would be kind of something if you're an Angels MV fan. Dude,
Yeah, you know,
know.
it's one of those things, and I guess we'll answer this like a politician. We won't actually answer the question. We'll just talk around it. So it's like, I would say if this is your thing, it's worth $80. I mean, it is very good. I don't know if I would run out and be quick to dump $80 on it because I think for my palate, I can find stuff that I would like better. This is really good. It's interesting, and there again, that molasses is just hanging on. So if you like that, then I would say, yeah. If you're just kind of like wanting to try it and you're not that crazy about that kind of palate, here again, I'm going to recommend what I always recommend to people. Get it when you're out. You pay a little bit more for that one pour, but you didn't waste $80 on a bottle that's going to sit on your shelf, or $100. Like, I know I wouldn't spend $100 on this.
Yeah, because this is very much a bottle where you're not going to reach for this every night. This is going to be more.
This would be great, like almost like dessert.
Yes,
at like
pairing
Thanksgiving, maybe.
Ooh, with a little pumpkin pie.
Oh God, yeah.
That would be. Oh, we have pumpkin pie upstairs, buddy.
Do we?
Yeah.
All right, we're cutting this thing short. See you guys.
Quick question. So Stanley was asking, he's starting up a channel. Awesome. Good luck to that.
Yep.
Need any help, let us know. And he's asking if any whiskey tubers are in Southern California. So I know of a whiskey tuber that is in California. Bourbon Bites, Clifton McDaniel. So maybe look him up, Stanley. So Bourbon Bites channel on YouTube. So I don't know if he's in Southern California. I actually don't know where in California. If anyone in the chat knows kind of where Clifton's from, but yeah. So I know he's from California though.
Or you can always come out here and hook up with us.
Yeah, PA.
Yeah, come out to the other coast.
All right, so so I would say if you like different stuff and something that's that, you know.
Now here again though, like I'm not like, oh my God, it's a rye. I'm more noticing the finishing of the rum and things like that. Like that's what I'm noticing. So I wouldn't. Here again, like if you're not a rye or you like somebody who's not really into ryes, I'm not into a ton of ryes. I'll never say that I don't like them, but this again is not reminding me of the classic rye. You know, they really did something unique with this.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, I'm still tasting it.
Yeah, like that sweet note is just hanging on.
I gotta drink some water because it's like molasses, brown sugar, vanilla bomb up in this.
Yeah, almost like
whoo,
when you have something that's been, what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like the vanilla extract.
Yeah.
It's
not
like,
the vanilla
it's
bean.
like that hanging on your palate in the back. You can almost feel it.
Totally. 100%. No problem, buddy. So we're pouring now. So we're going back to Virginia. And this, if you're just joining us, we've been doing samples from Ozzy from Bottled and Bond, which thank you so much, Ozzy, for sending those.
Thumbs up.
Oh yeah, you forgot.
I almost forgot. I got caught up in it.
Yeah, nail that thumbs up real quick. Just jab.
Everyone's a help. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, it really does help. It helps the algorithm of YouTube.
Those damn algorithms. And when it doesn't, there's just a glitch in the algorithm.
Effing computers. So we just poured, and with nice color here, by the way.
Yeah,
this is
beautiful.
Yeah, bare knuckle, single barrel, straight bourbon whiskey, cask strength. And this sits at 124.8 proof.
Now we're talking.
Nice proof point. And this is from the KO Distilling in Virginia. And this, as Ozzy told us, this is all done in Virginia, distilled, aged in Virginia, which is really cool. I don't know the age of the single barrel. So, Ozzy, if you are in the house still, could you please help us out?
Yeah, because apparently, though, like with 3 of the 4 of these, I don't think we have them around here. I've seen the bare knuckle somewhere, but I don't want to say it was in PA.
Who knows? Maybe it just appeared in your life somewhere.
Vision. No, but I mean, I've seen it. I've never had it. But I don't. I'm just trying to think. I don't think it's in PA.
I don't think.
I don't think it is. So maybe I saw it in Jersey somewhere, and was just like, it's gimmicky, you know.
Oh, so with California, a couple people commented on here. So Eric Waite, Whiskey Studies. He's from California. I forgot about that. He's an awesome channel. Search him up. And then Clifton came here. What's up, Clifton?
How you doing, buddy?
We were just talking about you. We were just mentioning that you were in California and somebody was looking for somebody to collaborate with in California. I wasn't sure if you were Southern California. So Stanley here was asking, kind of, starting up a YouTube channel and just asking about if anyone had a YouTube channel in California. So we speak and it just happened.
It does.
It's crazy.
It is.
And we got Ed in the house from Rock Gut Review.
Hey, what's up, man?
We've been wanting some rock gut in our lives. I haven't had a good rock gut in my gut.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. He does it for the people.
Yeah,
he
he
takes
does.
one for the team.
Yeah, he does.
He really does.
He's really providing a public service.
He is. So if you're just joining us again, since we usually go off on tangents.
Yes, we do.
This is Bare Knuckle, single barrel, straight bourbon whiskey, cast strength, 124.8 proof from Virginia. There, I said it. That's it. It's the last one.
We're drinking.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to all who are hanging with us. Appreciate it.
Cheers to all and cheers to ye.
All right. Enough of the monkey business.
Okay, so there's corn. There's definitely
Yeah, I'm
corn
definitely
going.
getting a strong corn note. Now you can tell we jumped from the rye.
Yeah,
It's a gorgeous
tell.
color.
Yeah, look at that
You're
color.
holding yours
Go
up.
ahead, you hold yours
No,
up,
you-
buddy. Yours probably looks better than mine.
That's what she said. Yeah, I'm getting just a heavy corn note.
Like charred corn. Like if you took corn on the cob and threw it on the
Grill and then forgot about it.
yeah, for a little bit. Yep. And it kind of got all.
So you were out cooking corn on the cob on the grill, which can be amazing.
Mhm.
You were watching some Bourbon Buddy videos and you forgot about it and it was burning. That's what you're picking up.
That's what you're picking up. That's exactly what you're picking up. Right, 100% right there. That it's so true though.
Yeah, it's got like a charred corn.
Maybe some like little. This is interesting. It's not leather because usually I get leather on older bourbons, and this is definitely not old. But it's kind of got that.
Are you picking up leather or are you picking up more like woody?
I guess it's the woody. Yeah, maybe I'm kind of. Sometimes it confuses the.
Yeah,
senses
no, I know
with
what
that.
you're saying.
Yeah, it kind of happens like that. Okay, so we got it. It is 36 months only. Wow. Wow. So that explains the corn. That hasn't settled out in the barrel yet.
Yeah.
Do not know the mash bill on it. Okay. So that's interesting. My nose hairs aren't singeing, which is
That's
good.
a start.
That's a start. And it's not a bad corn. It's now
you notice the corn, but it's not
Yeah.
like, cheap corn squeezes
Right.
or something. You know what I mean?
wringing it out of the
It's
towel.
yeah. But it's definitely corn forward, we'll say, because it's not like nasty. It's
Right.
Just,
Yeah,
you
it's
just
not
know
weird.
there's corn in it.
Mm-hmm. Some caramel notes. Sorry, just have to get that in before you sip them.
Here again, that is so much different on the palate. Wow. That's pretty good. I'm gonna
Hello.
go back for another sip.
Hello, corn and wood. Mouthfeel is phenomenal on that. Tannins are perfect. You get that nice pull from the proof too.
That is really good.
That's really nice.
I mean, you can definitely tell
It's
young,
it's very young. The finish, there's not much of a finish,
but it's bold enough to hang. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
It's not like just kind of young and I always say like young and snappy where you don't get a lot of the mouth feel and like the body of it. This is just it's surprisingly good compared to the nose. I was expecting there again, the nose can fool you.
You can.
Whoa, yeah. You know what I mean? Like you're getting a lot of barrel notes, even though it seems young.
That's a barrel note.
So I'm wondering like if you let this sit another year, like another season.
Yeah, like 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah, like it wouldn't need to be crazy, but it would just to kind of just knock that corn down a little bit.
This is interesting. 70 corn, 20 wheat, 10 malted barley. So, again, I'm not good at telling if there's. Sometimes I'm not good if I'm telling it if it's a weeder. I have
Oh,
a
I knew this
hard
was a wee
time with
right
that.
from the word go, buddy. No,
You're like wheat. I'll tell you what. This, you're absolutely right. There's nothing like harsh about it.
No,
There's
not at
nothing.
all.
Yeah, I think this is really interesting because
I think like another year or so just to knock that kind of young corn note down. Now we're splitting hairs.
you know what, buddy.
Oh, he's up to something. Where are you going?
This reminds me exactly what we just drank. So, if anyone in the chat has ever had this, so this is the Pinhook. This is their.
Buddy, you gotta get it.
Did I get it right there?
Yeah, I got it. Wait, hang on.
This, help me, buddy. You get it?
There it is.
There it is. So that's the purple
Wait,
top.
I'm going the wrong way. There you go.
Purplish pink.
Purple top here. I'll bring it back so you can see it.
So that's distilled at Castle and Key. So that's their first high proof bourbon coming out of Castle and Key Distillery.
I'll put this over here on my side.
I think that's 34 months old. It'll say it in probably the front, buddy.
I'm just kind of seeing what the whole breakdown is here.
I think it says
It's unfiltered, buddy.
Unfiltered.
That's right up Neil's alley.
Does it say that?
No,
114 proof.
does not give an age.
Yeah, but very similar in nose, very similar in mouthfeel. It's almost it's young, so that that Pinhook is young, so it just needs a little bit more time. It's solid, but you can tell there's a lot of potential, and I think that's what we're getting out of this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it to be overly critical. It's just you're getting a little of that young corn, but it's really good. Like I mean, I wouldn't hesitate to pick up a bottle. Let's put it that way. But if they could, it was like another year or two older, just to give it a little bit more time, I think that would be it's just a phenomenal bourbon.
Agreed. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. Yeah, Clifton. Yeah, I think once
Will
they
wants
start
to know
get
what
their
he
stuff-
missed.
Oh, Will?
Not much, Will. Just a bunch of babble.
Yeah, you just missed us just bullshitting.
Yep.
Which, hey, can sometimes be rewarding, Yeah. Yeah, we just went through these samples, Will, of Angel's Envy Rye. We did a bunch of KO stuff, the bare knuckle, single barrel rye, 90 proofer, and a single barrel cast strength. And we also did Breckenridge, which the Breckenridge was their distiller's high proof blend, which is 105 proof out of Colorado.
That was that's interesting stuff. Like,
yeah,
I would definitely pick that up. This, I have to say, I am surprised, and I just
with this
this
bare knuckle cast strength.
Yeah, I'm man. Back to the whole marketing thing. It just the name bare knuckle, like I like me some martial arts, and all that kind of stuff.
Just rubs you the wrong
way.
But
it just seems gimmicky, and I almost feel like
I know
there's an element of like that's a really good whiskey, and I think if you put it under a better name, this is just my opinion, and if I'm wrong, that's fine too. But I just feel like that is a really good bourbon that's gonna fly under the radar.
Yeah,
because of its name.
Yep, it's because of his name, and it's gonna fly under the radar because of everybody else seeking bullshit. Seeking like out these which we're gonna talk about here in any second of just seeking out bullshit bottles.
Are you segueing, buddy?
I might be segueing, buddy. Oh,
yeah, but I just feel like
Joseph,
they're doing something really well.
Yeah,
and to put it under like bare knuckle, like look, I've watched some bare knuckle matches.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with that for what it is, but to advertise a whiskey that way, I just feel like I don't know.
They might lose some points.
Yeah, and I just think you could really market this to for what it is. It's like a really good quality. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Dude, I totally agree. I mean, name is very important, I think, in grabbing consumers and attention. Yeah, because a lot of us are, whiskey and bourbon geeks, and we kind of know, to avoid bullshit. It's like,
right.
They have this story, we've been around since the 1800s and our grandfather did it. It's like, okay, I get it, but your bourbon sucks.
Right.
So like you could talk to me all about how your grandfather was, busting his ass and doing this and that.
and whatever, and it's not to take away from that, but it doesn't make it. And sometimes a good story is just that. It's a great story, and you want to help people who are doing things like maybe an old-fashioned way or something like that,
right?
And you kind of get into the craft of it and things like that. But I mean, for me, marketing is one of those things where you can really turn people off. And maybe I overthink it because I'm always kind of like watching for stuff like that.
Right.
Like what takes off and why does it take off?
Yeah.
Like why do certain brands, does it have anything to do with the brand or the name? How does the name influence it? And, people's perception of something. And like, to me, bare knuckle, as cool as that is, in one aspect, and the other aspect, it's like, you're kind of like cheating this really good bourbon. But
yeah, because
maybe it'll be including everybody watching, this little secret.
Yeah, it's definitely got. I mean, it's definitely young. It's got some issues to work out. But now I'm starting to get a little bit of the weeder, kind of feeling a little bit of like that doughy bread kind of thing going on. So and now that we know it's a weeder. I guess that segues into our next topic. So we have 817. I forget who goes. I forget who's going on Thursdays. We don't want to go over people. I think somebody's going on at 9. So we got a little bit of time.
We got a little time to discuss this.
Let us know if anyone's in the chat and they're going on it.
We don't want to.
At or if they're already on. God help
if they are. Screw those guys. No,
just let us know because I completely forgot. I didn't check. I forget on Thursdays. I know this was kind of, we just wanted to pop on Thursday. So, so the topic we want to talk about, you're seeing it right behind us. Okay. We're not trying to show off that we have Buffalo Trace products. Okay. I arranged it nicely because
he did.
I'm OCD, but
you can tell by the symmetry.
But what we wanted to talk about is not just Buffalo Trace products, but this whole thing about crazy effing prices. I think that we're in the middle of a bourbon craze. Bourbon sales are way up than what
which
they
is
were
great.
10 years. Great. But we're also noticing that there are a lot of retailers, online stores that are just charging you out the ass. They're marking these things up like 400% from retail, and we kind of wanted to talk about like what the F is going on, like what and I think I want to come out of this, and I didn't get to tell you this, Jeff. I want to plead to people, if anyone's in the chat and they're spending, let's say, $250 on Blantons, please stop.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Stop doing that, please, because when you buy it at $250, okay, you're now.
I'll sell you my bottle for $150. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, we'll just grab all the
I'll sell you
Buffalo Trace
for $100.
We'll send it your way. So I don't know what your thoughts on the whole thing, because I wanted to dive into numbers too. I wrote some stuff down.
Yeah, so we kind of just sort of came together. I sent him a text back and forth. So when we were in Kentucky, we were at Lux Row, and this is kind of what brought this to light for me. They have that 12-year-old double barrel, right?
Yep.
I liked it. It was early on in the trip. I was like, it was $150 there. And I was considering it because it was really good.
Right. And
they deserve the props for that. And I know they don't put out that much of it. And then I was kind of like, we're going to be here a while. Let me not, I don't want to spend all my money, what I planned for myself, allowed myself now.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to hold off. So then I think it was this week, I went online. I was like, I wonder if I can find that bottle for a little under 150. And I saw it places for like $3.99. And I was like, this is absurd. Like, how the hell are they pricing when you can you should be able to buy it. They're selling it $150 at the distillery. And to sell it for like $3.99 online, that is freaking nuts. And if people are buying that, you are nuts. Because all it's going to do is continue to drive prices up for everybody. And it's like, it's cool. I know it's not that, it's like a limited release, but $400, come on, man. You know,
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, if you got money to burn, God bless you, but it's just stupid.
Yeah, it is. I mean, everything you just said is 100% correct. I mean, I mean, honestly, what ends up happening is that there's so many good, Clifton here saying that Buffalo Trace is available around him, like Buffalo Trace products, and that's how it is, around a lot of, it varies in the states. Some states, you do see it a lot, and some you don't, which is just how it is. But I think it's just even anything. Like I wrote down some numbers here, and I just did like a quick search online, right? I just wanted to see, okay, let me search some of these like highly sought bottles.
Right. And stuff that we don't always get around here.
Yeah.
Like okay, so I do want to chime in on this real quick.
Please chime in.
The Blantons.
Yeah.
It sells around here when we can get it for like $68, right? It's like 68.
Yeah.
I think we paid what, like 63 at the distillery?
Yeah, plus tax was like 60.
We'll just say 65.
60. Yeah, 65.
Right. So that's reasonable. Now, whether you think it's worth it, that's a topic for another discussion.
Yeah,
time.
That's subjective. Yeah.
We were seeing it online for a lot more.
Oh yeah.
And this is where you got in the numbers, so I'll let you take over because I'm just gonna get fired up.
Now these are some high numbers, right? I kind of like cherry pick some of these. So here we go. This is some of these are shocking. Some are not. So the first one I started with is Blanton's, just regular single barrel, right? That you can get
for $65 at the distillery or around when it's available. I've seen it as high as like 75, 80 in stores.
Well, you ready for this? So I'm going to call out certain places.
Oh God.
So Bourbon
We're
Central.
Gonna get sued.
Yeah, we're going to get Bourbon Central is selling it for $194.99. That's before shipping. So you're going to spend over $200 on Blanton's.
And Blanton's is a decent bourbon, but
holy F. I mean, $200, like, dude,
yeah, to me, it's not worth it.
That's
just not worth it.
That's just the start of things here, buddy.
This is the tip of the iceberg.
This is the tip of the iceberg. So the next one, I'm going to continue with Blanton's. I'm going to do 3 Blanton's releases here. Blanton's Gold. So Blanton's Gold, if you get that.
Well, what should it sell for? Do we know what what MSRP is?
Blanton's Gold, I don't know the MSRP on that.
I've never seen it anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, we won't. So Blanton's Gold sells for on Caskers, very popular site.
Well, that's where I saw the freaking Lux Row.
Oh yeah, dude, they blow things. Caskers just blows things like way off. Dude, they want Blanton's Gold for $401.
Now,
and it's
like they can get that. I don't fault them. I fault us for spending that much,
and that's why we're trying to, if you spend that,
we're trying to drive prices down for you guys. God damn it!
No, don't do it. Blanton straight from the barrel. Now I've seen this. This is a middle price I gave on Drizzly. Blanton straight from the barrel that is now available in the U.S. Whoop-dee, we're never gonna see it, but $499. That's actually a good price on the internet. I saw it and I sent it to Jeff for $899 for Blanton's straight from the barrel.
Can I write you a check?
Where you can go and get Elijah Craig Barrel Proof for around us $64, and it's probably just as good as
yeah. I mean, you could argue that, right? Of course, because it's subjective. But I mean, you could buy a whole lot of Elijah Craig, for that, And I get there again. I get like the business. I was like, hey man, we're gonna, this is hard to get, supply and demand. Like I get that, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Man, but like to spend that kind of money, that's where as consumers we do have power to just say no. That's ridiculous.
No, man. Yeah, that's just, you can't pay that much. You're literally just like, it's so high over, Clifton saying 150 is MSRP for the straight from the barrel. So, if you do the math, you pay $899. It's crazy.
I mean, at that, you're better off just going in with some buddies and going down there and get a broker and buy a barrel and just have them bottle it and everybody take everything home.
Or do this. Friends. Buy it overseas, as Clifton says. It's probably cheaper if you just buy it overseas.
Probably.
Straight up.
It'll take you a month to get here, but hey, you save probably $300.
All right, we got a couple more here. So Colonel E.H. Taylor Single Barrel, which won that award. You know what happens when they win awards, right? So E.H. Taylor Single Barrel on wooden cork is $280. $280. $280. 100 proof single barrel. $280. Yikes. Yikes. I mean, I'll pay $50 for McKenna, you know, bond all day over.
You know what?
Barrels.
And when that stuff was in the 30s, that was a
yeah.
steal. That was a steal. So as much as I'm sad to see it go to 50, it still drinks worth 50.
I'll pay it all day.
Those bastards. And really, that's market. You know, it wins an award, and we did a video on that about how you slap a label on it, like oh, it won an award, you know, wherever, and then all of a sudden they start just jacking the price. And as consumers, we almost have to say, you know what, you sold it for 30, I can see 40, like, you know, But to say, you start bumping it up, we need to just say, all right, I'm gonna move on to something else, you know, and not get roped into it.
Yeah. Oh, Clifton, we'll see you later. Have a good dinner. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Thanks for stopping in.
If you have not subscribed to Clifton, please do so. He's awesome. Alan's here.
Yo, what's up, man?
So he's saying Blanton single barrel 69. So 69.95 in the UK. Oh, no. Yeah, and the gold's 110.
I mean, that's probably fair.
Yeah.
Now, Guy was saying he's putting some Knob Creek in his Blanton bottle.
I saw that, dude. Good
That's awesome.
Nobody would know the difference.
They're like, oh, yeah, have some of this Blanton. Like, this stuff's amazing.
Just put it in a nice grenade bottle with a nice horsey on top.
The bottle's cool. And, all right, we're gonna touch base on this. So, Neil and I have a theory about Blanton. So, as you know, we picked it up, or if you don't know, we picked it up when we were in Kentucky because we could get it. And I used to when I first got into bourbon, I just kind of stumbled upon it, bought it, was like, hey, I'm going to give this a try. I didn't know anything about it because I was like brand new to it, like within my first year of getting into bourbon. And I thought it was great, but this was before I got into barrel proof and all this stuff. And so we bought it again. And if you have it like a little nightcap or something, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
But when you start comparing it to other stuff, like I think you put it well when you said standalone, it's good.
Right.
You start like blinding it or putting it up to other ones, it's not that great.
No, it kind of just loses.
It doesn't. You know what I mean? It's like it's nice, soft. It's an easy drinker, things like that.
Yeah.
But when you put it up to something, you know, within the same price point, or maybe even a little less, it can get beat out pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, because it's not. It's a very good bourbon. It really is. It's solid, but it's not something that I would spend $200 to grab. Where I can, you know, you can go to Bardstown Bourbon Company and get, you know, their Discovery series for 100 and what?
I still haven't opened that bottle,
and that thing will blow the doors off.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's not even the same category. $100 for Blanton's Gold would be a good deal. I think that's a good deal because
you bought two of them for 100 each. I was like, you got two for 100, buddy. You scored. That's actually probably fair.
Yeah, I would probably pay that for one bottle. You know. All right, so we're gonna continue on Buffalo Trace land. So we have a couple others here, buddy. Buffalo Trace is one of the #1 like just gouged bottles, so
which is
like
funny because
distilleries
when you're at the distillery, everything is like fairly like
because they're not doing it.
They're not doing it, like you know what I mean. So everything was like very like I've been to distilleries where like Elijah Craig at Heaven Hill, Elijah Craig barrel proof. One time I was there was $75, and I'm like, it's 62 at home. So that's kind of, it's not a rip, but it was kind of like, I didn't like to see that. But when we were at Buffalo Trace, everything was like exactly within like a few dollars of what you could get it at home. So Eagle Rare was like, what, like $34 or something when we were there?
Yeah.
So they weren't like gouging you for the experience of being there and buying it. It's whether it's now retailers or whoever's doing it, and why Buffalo Trace has this like thing on them that they can do that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a weird system right now, and kind of needs some changing. But
We're here to fix it.
we're here. All right, so
All right, go ahead.
real quick, the Colonel E.H. Taylor, the Amaranth, the Grain of the Gods, that release. If you go on Caskers, you're gonna get it for the nice price of $1,399. Just checked it tonight. Literally, the Amaranth Colonel E.H. Taylor is literally going for $1,300 and $1,399. Sorry, so $1,399. That's nuts. That's crazy.
Is that
out of
free?
control.
Is that free shipping?
I don't think so. I think they're adding shipping to that shit. Because I didn't say, so they're probably gonna nab you on the shipping and the tax.
$30 shipping.
Now, so getting away from Buffalo Trace, and don't worry, Will, I'll hit some Weller in there. Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. So this, I believe, this is the newest release, the 2020 release. So, and this is the best. So under the website Budget Bottles, it's called Budget Bottles, I think .com or something like that. They literally want $999.99 plus $32 shipping for Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. I think it's the to 2020 because I think it's the 50.5 proof. So I think it's the 2020 release.
That's insane.
Dude, $1,000 for Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. Like, what the
Yeah, what's going on here? Yeah.
Well, yeah, they better hand deliver it in, like, you have to have the most beautiful people, like women.
I want,
right? If you're
a
guy,
I want, like, what do they call them? Like when the person sings when they show up.
Yeah.
What the hell was that called? A something gram? I don't know. It used to be like the
Candygram.
Yeah, where the person sings sings, and they come to the house and they do like a little song. And
That's what they need to do with it.
Yeah, is it a candygram?
I think it's a candygram. Am I wrong? I might be wrong with the can. I don't know what the hell. I don't know.
I agree with Guy. They need to be shot.
Let's not get in trouble here, Guy.
Yeah.
Guy's supposed to be moderating. You're the one throwing in crazy comments. Keep them coming, Guy. So
I don't disagree with you.
I don't either. I'm totally with you on that. It's crazy. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
Michter's 10-year single barrel, which people go nuts over. People love that. I found that to be actually not crazy. I haven't seen too many crazy prices for it. So I was looking around and I found Manor House Cellar website. They wanted $200, which now if you compare it to, if you take Michter's 10 single barrel, compare it to, like, your Henry McKenna's or whatever.
Right.
I don't know if that's worth it, but I mean, at least you're under, like, it's like, it's not crazy. Like, I didn't see any crazy prices for Michter's 10. Like, nothing like astronomical.
No, like $500 worth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. A strippergram. Yeah, kind of.
not if you guys get a dickle hand.
Oh, hey, if it comes with that.
God. A dickle handy. Yeah, the strippergram. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. That needs to come with the price.
Something.
All right, well, we're going to get into Pappy world. You ready? So the current prices for Pappy. So old Rip Van Winkle, not even really like the sought-after Pappies, but as soon as people see it, they lose their shit. So that's a 10-year bourbon, and that's selling at Cask Cartel. Bastards. $1,599.
$1,600 for a bottle of
$1,600.
I mean, hey man, if you have that kind of money, like, God
Jesus
bless you.
Christ.
God bless you. You know, and if you can spend it,
yeah.
I mean, like, that's really not going to affect bourbon prices for the average person, right? If somebody wants to drop that kind of coin on that. But, I'm more concerned with, like, Blanton's for $200.
Yeah.
And the Luxro 12 double barrel for $399. It's like, whoa, man, that's crazy. You can buy it $150 at the distillery, and it was good. It was very good. I was like pretty excited about it. And then I was like, saw it was 150, and I was like, if it was like 80, 90, even 100, I probably would have. Yeah, I know I would have. But 150, I was like, all right, this is getting a little
nuts.
It's getting a little nuts. Yeah. Now I did lay out some coin at Bardstown Bourbon Company. I'll admit that I laid it down there, but that was a little later in the trip.
Maybe you gotta lay it down,
like a day. And
you're feeling good, right? You're like,
well, but
right.
it was like, to me, this was something that's even more exceptional. It was more exceptional and limited supply.
Yeah.
So there again, I was willing to pay for it, but it is 10, 12, and 14-year-old bourbons blended. So to me, that was like, all right,
worth it.
Plus signed bottle. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. But so maybe I'm ruining this for everybody. I don't know.
No,
But,
you're not.
You know, it's just getting out of hand. And with what they're charging, the best thing we can do is just not, because we know there's some great bottles out there. Like, I feel like a sweet spot is probably in the 50s and 60s. Like, you get a lot of exceptional stuff in that.
Yeah.
And even down
shelf,
in the
right?
Yeah. And of course we have like great bourbons under, you know, within the $30 price point, you know? So I don't think you need to dump a bunch of money just to drink quality. And I get the whole supply and demand and all that stuff, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, with like another one on here, like Elmer T. Lee, the 100th anniversary edition, which is, I think, 100 proof. The Elmer T. Lee, another Buffalo Trace product, that at Blackwell's, they're selling that for $850, and it's like, no way. You know, it's just that's just like, you know, I could see if you're like 200% over, like maybe 150% over, like the asking, you know, MSRP.
Well, yeah,
Jesus.
I mean, like, if it's like, hey, this is the end of the run, there's not many left. I get people are going to be willing, like, hey, maybe they've never tried it. Like, I mean, I get the whole basic economics, you know, but at some point we have to say, like, no, we're not willing to pay that much for this crap. Let it sit until you can be more reasonable, especially when that's not even what it's supposed to sell for.
Nowhere near.
You know what I mean? Like, when something's 150 and you're selling it for 400, like at 150, they're making money. 400, you're just gouging, you know?
Yeah, straight up. You're right. You're just getting totally greedy.
Yeah.
And you know, some, as Patrick's saying, some fool will come around and pay for it, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then that really ruins it for all of us, you know?
Stop being fools.
Don't be no fool.
Let's T. Yeah, let's T. This is a great question, and I think you could ask this question to everybody, Alan. Is that, would you actually pay $1,000 for a bottle of bourbon?
That's a very good question.
I guess it depends on how much money you make, right? I guess if you're loaded, you're like,
well, I think there's a lot of factors. I mean, like, man, let's, you know, we could throw some hypotheticals around there.
Maybe I just inherited $20 million and sort of like blow it off, like just random shit.
No, but I mean, like, if it was, you know, something that maybe Dusty Dan dug up somewhere, it was like some old,
you can't ever find it.
Yeah, and it's like, this is really rare, and I had the means to do so. Maybe if I only had, you know, a week to live.
Oh, you're adding some good factors in here.
I might say, screw it.
If you had a week to live, what bourbon would you drink? And would you spend $1,000 on a bottle, even though you know that you have a week to live? That's interesting, right? Jay said he needs to get a better job, better paying job for a $1,000 bottle. I agree, man. I'm nowhere near that. What is up, buddy? By the way, cheers. Thanks for joining me,
Jay. You know you got it. No, just kidding.
Yeah, Jay.
I work with a guy who always says, "You got it." Actually, we had a friend that used to say that.
Oh,
when we were younger.
You got it.
You just don't want to spend it. It's like, no,
just cough it up. You got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just pay for it. Pay for the whole bill. You got it. No problem.
Yeah.
Old Crow Chessman. That's an old. I think Dusty might have one of those bottles.
He's probably got like 4 of them laying around.
I think he does. Does he have an Old Crow Chessman? I think he does.
You know,
that's a good answer.
So
though,
way back, we did a live with Dusty, and I still have those samples.
I
And
still have a
some of
little
them-
bit of sample. Yeah,
Some of those were amazing.
some of the 70s.
So
Jim
I
Beam
might like
stuff.
there again, if I had the means and it was something that was like a very rare bottle,
You
it's
go
not
for
like I'm hurting
for a squirt.
anybody else. No, it's not like it's like, oh, I'm driving the price up for the average person. If it's like some rare item, yeah, and I had the means to, yeah, I might spend $1,000 like if it was something crazy and I knew it was good. I have to taste it first.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
could
give
take it for the
sip.
test drive, but
Make sure there's no lead in it.
Yeah,
buddy.
it's
There's no
a
lead
lead-
decanters.
yeah,
Litmus paper in there. You can't. You gotta test that shit. You can't be drinking that lead. You know that.
yeah.
You were telling me about that whole protocol of like if
Oh.
you're working on a job.
And there's lead, and
Oh.
it's a nightmare. You get the drop foot, and actually your foot, like, it's like a symptom of lead poisoning. Your foot will actually like drop and not work. Yeah, it's there's some weird things that happen with lead poisoning.
Yeah. Dude, Joseph's the man. Braze is the man. I guess who has somebody has a different profile name. It was like, oh, what's going on here? Back to the old name.
I don't know.
Hendo's calling people out. That's what he's doing.
Well, I know Guy says he wouldn't pay $1,000.
Yeah.
And honestly, you know, we're coming up with some crazy hypotheticals, but I don't blame you. I mean, even that $100 mark. I mean, I've had a few bottles in my time that were over $100, and it's tough, man, because when you know you can get something solid for $50-$60, it's like,
yeah,
well, why am I spending double that? Like, is it twice as good?
Yeah.
Does it warrant? Does
That's
it
the
warrant
damn
it?
truth.
You know what I mean?
Damn truth, buddy. It's 100%.
Like even that 12-year. I mean, it's good. And if it was $80, I wouldn't even have thought twice. I really enjoyed it that much. But 150 made me think. And man, I remember back now. This is before I was, you know, I was early on into bourbon, and my in-laws live not far from Bardstown, maybe an hour, and which Neil now knows. But I actually tasted Old Fitzgerald for the first time there. This was when it wasn't in the fancy bottle,
right?
And it was $130 back then. And I was like, you know, and they were kind of like hyping it up, and I'm like, yeah, it's good, no doubt it's good. I just don't know if it's $130 good. And I was like, you know, if it were there again, like if it were like under 100, I probably would have bought it. But like $130 is a lot of money for a bottle.
Makes you think twice.
And I was like, it's good, and I really liked it, but it wasn't like blowing me away that I was like willing to drop so much coin on it, you know?
That's a good point, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's that threshold where you're like, is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of solid. There's a lot of solid stuff out there.
$50, man, you can get solid shit.
Yeah,
all day.
Yep.
Just this one, which is full. We got Jeff and I both. He got one. I got one. This was in Kentucky. This Colonel E.H. Taylor. This was just answering Matt's question. And then this one over here. Oh wait, this is the full one. Shit. Doesn't matter. It's the same damn bottle. So this.
Well, he can't tell it full, for God's sake.
I got one in PA, one in Kentucky. So in PA, it comes and goes. When it's here, it's like $35.
Yeah, but you don't see it that often.
Yeah.
So
you really don't.
And we kind of grabbed some Eagle Rare, and I know I did. I grabbed Eagle Rare and the price was fair. That's why I grabbed it. And here again, we see it, and I've even recommended that to people who were into whiskey and were like, well, I don't know which one I want. And they, you know, of course, you know, they weren't really willing to spend a ton of money. They didn't want to spend over like $40 or something like that. Was kind of pushing it. And it was actually a friend of mine through work. And I said, you know what, I think you'd really like Eagle Rare. It's really reasonable price. And when, you know, there for a while we had it, it was always there.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of like disappeared.
Yeah, it got popular.
You know, and
solid bird.
Maybe that's my fault for recommending it, and then it got popular. You know,
he's gonna call you bastard.
Everybody like blames me now. But no, it was one of those things that was like, for the money, you can't beat it. So really, is something worth 3 times that? You know what I mean? Is it really worth it?
I guess if it's worth it for you.
Yeah, and there again, hey man, if you think it's worth it for you,
Yeah, if you think we're full of shit,
It's a free country.
yeah, you can say we're full of shit and just be
Buy
like,
what you like.
F them, they suck, and just go for it, because
But
honestly,
before you do that, just make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yes, don't forget that, please. Alan, we'll see you later, buddy. Yeah, get to bed, my man. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. We really appreciate the support.
I think there were a couple new people coming in here. We got Porter Wilson. Got another month with this name. Porter Wilson. Wait, is that Matt ADHD Whiskey? It is. Look at his little face there. You son of a gun.
So where'd you come up with the name Porter Wilson?
I don't see. I'm.
We don't want to know.
So Matt did Bardstown Bourbon Company did a competition. They went all over the country to to pick the best taster, and so they did different regions and competitions. And Matt smoked his competition. He had there's a shit ton of people in this Zoom competition. He nailed all the tastings. He freaking nailed it. He just smoked everybody.
Nice, dude.
And he did it with style. So I'm thinking
we figured you do it with style, buddy.
And that's where the name, I think, definitely you should run for president.
That's like his, instead of having a pen name, that's his tasting name. Porter Wilson.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
Porter Wilson.
It's because you know what? You're gonna get famous and you want to be able to live a normal life.
Yeah, you can't.
So I can respect that.
Yeah, you're gonna walk around with your shirt off.
Yeah, maybe pants or not. Who knows?
Yeah,
it's not gonna matter.
Women and men.
Porter Wilson.
Oh yeah, women and men are gonna frolic to you.
Yep,
they're gonna be jumping on a trampoline with water doused all over them,
whiskey doused all over.
Yeah, and they're just gonna want to lick it off you. It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt.
Yep,
and that's where we come in.
That's where we come in. We'll straighten everything out.
Yeah.
Wow. So that gentleman, you just moved it.
Ooh,
he said Eagle Rare was $30 in SoCal.
Nice price.
So another guy in SoCal.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, California's pumping that Buffalo Trace out.
That's awesome. Actually, it's only $30.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's a beautiful thing. To me, that's
a good steal for 10-year bourbon, right?
Yeah, that's a great steal for that.
Yeah,
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, we're not knocking on Buffalo Trace. The reason why we put Buffalo Trace up there is because they're the #1 whiskey that you see out there that is just, their prices are just getting jacked. And it's not Buffalo Trace. Now, Buffalo Trace knows it's happening.
And they're okay with it as long as their bourbon keeps moving.
Yeah, and I do commend them. They're not, even when they do their antique line that comes out, your George T. Staggs and your, I think when they release that every year, they're not jacking the prices up. They're not being yo, $300 for that. They keep it pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
and
they do.
It's really kind of these store owners. And this is, I was thinking about this because we know how we had our video on privatization versus state run, right?
Yep.
Here's the problem, and I thought of this. Here's an issue with being a private, run store, is that if you want, if you have somebody that wants to charge $850 for Elmer T. Lee, right? They can do it. Now they have the freedom to do that, right?
Right.
Here's the issue, is that they have the freedom to do it, which is great, more power to them.
Mm-hmm.
Then the consumer you cannot buy that. That's something that you have to, and this is the problem with a lot of consumers is I don't know who's buying that.
Maybe nobody. Maybe they're just trying.
But why
hopefully nobody is spending that money.
You don't pay for, and then make them jack it down. I guess that's the one thing about PA. The only good thing is that when they do have the bottles, they don't gouge the price. But
well, I guess
that's if they have it.
Well, it's that, and I guess you could argue that because certain times it's cheaper at other places.
Right.
And other times it's more expensive in other places.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things. And there again, I mean, if somebody's willing to pay for it, that's what it's worth. We just have to say as a community, no. It's not worth it. Mm-hmm. We're not going to buy it at that price. There's other things, it's not what water. we need. It's a choice, you know. So
Yeah.
we have that choice, but I know what you're saying. It's like, hey, if somebody's willing to pay it, well, good for you, but and good for the retailer who's like, hey, I just made $300 on this bottle of bourbon, one bottle. But at the same time, you need to kind of call people out on it.
Yeah, because they're ripping you off bad. And I don't think that's a good consumer supplier relationship. I think that you got to have built trust,
saying,
right?
Hey, I'm not going to pay for that. I'm going to take my business elsewhere.
So please stick to that.
Yeah.
If you don't, just don't tell us.
Yeah.
Just don't let us know about it.
So Ryan saying he can get Eagle Rare for 32. There for a while, man, we were scoring Eagle Rare all the time for like 32, 34, something like that. And then all of a sudden it just got like hard to find. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like we don't see it. It used to be like one of those things that you could easily walk past. It was always there. Once I kind of discovered it, I was like, oh man, this is a steal, And then it just got to the point where it's like, grab it when you see it, and now it's like we hardly see it.
Yeah.
In PA anyway.
And we try to, when we grab it, we're not like buying the shelf off. We're grabbing a bottle.
Yeah, bottle.
That's another thing. I think chaps our asses, where we bring out the nice chaps.
Yep.
It's like those,
Mm-hmm.
That just chaps my ass when somebody just comes in,
clears house.
Yeah, it's like 10 bottles of Eagle Rare. Now, if you do that now, I don't mean any disrespect to you, please. It just chaps my ass, And I think I try to be cognizant of other people trying to get the bottle, because I know it is a kind of a high, highly sought after bottle, I guess, because of the price and because it's, Buffalo Trace and all that. So, so if you do buy a crap load, maybe you just really love it and that's all you drink, and that makes a difference, because if that's all you drink and you see bottles there, it's like, wait, I'm not gonna be able to get this ever again. Let me just grab it now. I get that totally. But for people just grabbing and then flipping it or doing whatever, flipping Eagle Rare, come on now. Let's have some standards here.
Yeah, and there again, like, I don't blame the person for flipping it. I blame the person for paying the money. Bastards. You know what I mean? Like,
I like that, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the person saying, hey, if somebody wants to buy it for this, I'll sell it to you for this. This, and okay, but we just have to be smart enough to say, no, I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
There's other stuff I can buy.
This is interesting. $250 for Elmer T. Lee. I'm just like the regular Stag Junior. Yeah, you see Stag Junior for all over the place. We usually see Stag Junior around here for like 60, and then that's if it's here. But then I see it like on the secondary for like $200, $250.
Well, that secondary thing is just.
Yeah. I mean, the secondary market kind of got hit hard with the Facebook, like that you can't do it anymore on Facebook, and like Reddit won't let you sell bottles on there. And
yeah, I mean, it was there again. I mean, it's like I don't blame the person for flipping it. I just
yeah. Hendo, thank you.
Yep, I forgot.
Look.
God, I need to set a timer every 5 minutes.
Oh, Kentucky Owl. It's basically to jack it up and capture secondary price. Absolutely, yeah. They just like bring the bottles out and they go, all right, we're gonna put it on the market for $300 or something, $250 or whatever.
Right.
So they're just kind of going like F the secondary. I know Confiscated runs for like 100.
So they're doing that to just sell it at that price and cut the secondary.
I think they were trying to do that, yeah.
But see, they're almost okay. So if they're just jacking the price to screw the secondary guy, they're no better.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, if people are willing to pay $250 for this $80 bottle, well, then we're going to sell it $250 and make all the money. They're not like noble for doing that. They just
got to do it.
They're just selling it. Hey, people are willing to pay for it for this, so we're going to put it out. Why would we only make $30 a bottle when we make $130 a bottle?
Mm-hmm. And Kentucky Owl, I do give them credit because they really do. Like they're like doing some serious shit. Like they're not messing around with like the blends that they do. So it's like they're getting some like real shit.
Yeah.
Like they're not like going, hey, we'll throw this shit in there. Like they're getting some age stuff that's they're doing their homework. So, but yeah, I mean, you're right. Like if they go I don't know. It's
So
kind
you're
of
really-
so subjective, you
Yeah,
know.
it
With
So my point is, like, when jacking prices like that, you're not really dicking the secondary market. You're just putting more money in your own
Yeah.
pocket.
that's true. That's true.
I mean, you are sort of dicking the secondary market, but you're not really helping the consumer at all
Yeah, I don't know what their intention was, you know,
to make
for
money.
that. Obviously, to make money. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Stanley make a good point here. I guess Redwood Empire's out of they out of California. I think California, like Sonoma County or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard great things from Redwood Empire, so I do have to try that. But you prove a point where it's like you can get great stuff for $35, $40,
Oh, dude.
like all day.
Yep. You can really kill it for that. I would say like 30 to 60 price point. You know, there's a lot of good stuff happening in that price point.
Yeah, you can't forget about turkey. Yeah, they're running a sale here. It's $21.99 for $750 of 101.
Yeah, that's
like-
you know, I mean, it's basic, but it's solid.
It's super solid. Yeah, it really is. You know what I mean?
And here again, I know, okay, I'm just going to kind of spin this. And the other thing too is, like, if you deal with a little bit more of like a craft distillery, okay, you're going to pay a little bit more, right?
Yeah,
Because they have all this overhead and they're not making the quantity.
right.
So they're bothered. But if it's good, like, I'm fine with paying a little extra to support the small business, that kind of thing, you know. So it's not just like the big dogs always taking over just because they do so much, you know, they do so much volume.
Yeah,
And you can't compete. So and there's some really good stuff coming out of, we use this word, craft.
yeah.
Got to do the air quotes. Craft. Distilleries. There is some really good stuff. I mean, we have some good stuff coming out of here. You know, like Dad's Hat. I mean, I guess that's still considered craft. You know, that's like they do.
Yeah, they're still pretty
amazing
small.
Pennsylvania rye.
Yeah,
You know, so we have those distilleries that are putting out good stuff.
right.
Yeah, you're going to pay a little more, but you're sort of helping that small business. They're not doing just everything but crazy volume. So there again, I'm willing to spend a little bit more at one of those places if it's good.
If it's good, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it depends on that.
Which I got to give a shout out to then McLaughlin. That's got like a crazy shiny label on it. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
like
if you
so
guys-
gold. It's like King Tut's burial mask.
Yeah. It's hard to see here. I don't know if you can see it back here. God, lighting.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get
Brutal.
it.
All right, McLaughlin. So definitely check these guys out. They're a PA distillery. They're making some really good stuff, man. They really are.
Yeah,
And both of them that we tried were pretty stoked about that. This is PA bourbon coming out. So I would definitely, you know, go on their website, see if there's anything that intrigues you. If you can, show them some love. You know, definitely putting out some really good products. And they have a very interesting story about where they're doing it. You know, where they're sourcing their oak and everything like that, which you can read there. But it's totally cool. So I'm willing to pay a little bit more to help out the small business.
yeah, because the small businesses,
You know?
they're trying to make it through everything, and they're trying to compete against the big boys.
And they're doing
big
it
girls.
because typically they're not doing it because, oh, this is what we do to make a living. It's like, no,
What a
they
love.
started doing this because they love it.
Yeah, they love it.
You know,
So it's like,
so you're just sort of like sharing that with them.
are we in top chat? Is the chat being weird, Will? Because I'm looking on, StreamYard here, so it's like I'm like kind of weird with StreamYard. I'm not 100% awesome at it, so I'm trying to look to see if there's anything on like chat thing. So let me know. Oh, it's just delayed, Will. Okay. Yeah, it's probably my damn internet. I didn't pay the damn bill.
He's always
I got to get a damn shirt to pay the damn bill so I can get some damn bait.
Oh God.
Oh, good. Thanks, Will. Will's keeping us posted here, you know. Oh, so Matt was saying he always keeps a handle of 101 available. I think that's a great idea because, you know, we did our Christmas video. What was that, last year?
Yeah.
I put that as like my number one like mixer / do whatever the hell.
Like a dual bourbon.
Yeah, literally can do whatever you want with that. I mean, I love drinking 101 neat. My wife loves it neat. She's been sipping it. She loves that. 101 is just a versatile beast.
It really is. It's kind of like the cornerstone of bourbon, you know.
Yeah.
And to me, turkey doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, and to pay 40 for a handle, 175, like
that's a steal. Yeah, that's a lot of bourbon for that.
Yeah, you can have that for a day or two. That'll last me a day or two.
Oh, so Rock Gut's coming on soon.
Oh, got it. All right, we'll get out of here. He's probably on now.
All right, appreciate the heads up, man.
Thank you very much. Yeah, because we forgot which one, so we've been probably overstaying our welcome anyway.
Yeah, you guys are probably tired of us. So anyway, we appreciate everybody hanging out with us, though. Really do.
Yes, and everybody have a good rest of your week. You only got Friday tomorrow. If you work over the weekend, God bless you.
Yep.
If not, then hey, enjoy your time off on the weekend. We appreciate everybody being on here. You know, we still got 24 in the chat. Thank you so much. That is amazing. 25 in the chat. Holy moly.
Yeah. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging with us. We're probably going to bring this topic up again as we progress.
Always.
Just keeping an eye on prices and everything. So if you guys see any kind of craziness going on, we'll have to bring it up again. But yeah, let us know. Appreciate it.
Well, everybody go over to Ed at Rock Gut Review. Enjoy his live, and we will see you later. All right?
Yeah, sounds good, guys. Thank you.
Peace
Remember
out.
to hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, you better. Or
thumbs
else.
up. Subscribe.
Ah.
Ah.